And we're back, guys. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm your host, Good Energy. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute. This is the late night segment, Tennis After Dark, where we are going to take a look at Championship Saturday. And we have from Bad Homburg a championship match to be played between Diana Snyder from the Federation and Dana Vekic from Croatia. These two ladies have never played before, and this is going to be a war. We have Dana Vekic, who loves to get to that backhand, very powerful and aggressive, taking on one of my top teenage prospects, Diana Snyder from the Federation. She's a good clay player. She's a left-handed player, very athletic, and she loves to come forward. This is going to be an explosion. We all know Dana Vekic. She's working on her vertical game. She's working on her two-way play, trying to become a better player at the net, right? That's something that she's said for so long. She's horrible when it comes to defending the net and the short balls. However, she is working with one of the best to ever do it, and she is getting better and better. This is a matchup here where Vekic has a huge power advantage, and Diana has a huge athletic advantage. This is going to be a contrast of styles. Now, if Diana's going to win this match, I think she's going to have to go down the line. She's going to have to go cross court with her left forehand. She cannot play into the hands, especially the backhand of Dana Vekic. Dana has too much power. The rallies are going to be short, precise. And just like she did to Victoria Tomova, who's a very skilled, I would call Tomova a veteran, she beat her pretty bad, especially in the first set. But I think Diana's going to win games. I think she's going to win service games. And I like the first set to go over 8.5. Now, Diana's one of those players where you don't want to count her out, right? And I remember saying this a few years ago because she's the type of player, she rises to the occasion. She has nothing to lose in this spot. She's playing Dana Vekic, who's had great success, former 19th in terms of rankings on the World Tour in that 2019 year. 19 was magical. That was a very magical year for the tour. A lot of the future prospects came in that year. Yes, Rebecca had a huge year that year. Coco had a huge year that year. Diana Yastremska was balling hard that year. And we had the future prospects of tennis, the Leylah Fernandez, the Marta Kasiuks, the Clara Taussons, the Clara Buells. They were all having good years. So that was an amazing year. And that was Vekic's best year on tour. But we're going to take the first set over 8.5. Dana should win this match, but Dana's movement is not good. And that's the only thing that scares me when I watch Dana play. Her footwork is just not good. She makes up what she lacks for, and this is post injury. I mean, before the injury, she moved very well. She's not injured. She's healthy. I understand that, but being an athlete, I could just tell her movement it's hindered, and that's just something you can't really fix once it happens. And that's the only thing that concerns me about Dana when she plays these young athletic players is she's going to have to make up with what she's going to lack in footwork and speed and agility with that backhand. And she can do it. She normally does do it. She's so strong. We've seen her give Iga so many problems in the past, but we're going to play a total. I like the first set over 8.5. Now let's get down to the championship in Eastbourne, ladies and gentlemen. Leylah Fernandez from Canada taking on Daria from the Federation. This is going to be a good match here. Now, Daria, if you're not familiar with her, she's a great defensive player. She's mentally tough. She has great stamina. She has good footwork. She can return balls from all areas of the court. She's a good shot maker between the lines. She has good top spin. The only thing I've been saying for a while is she needs to improve is her serve. She's 27 years old now. She makes way too many faults, way too many double faults. And sometimes we see she can't close out a match. That's not good. And I've said she's not, I just don't think she's going to win a slam unless she fixes her serve. Now, 2 French Open Junior Slam champions here, in case you don't know. Several years apart, by the way. We all know Daria's a lot older. Dash is a lot older than Leylah, and she's a lot more experienced, so we can't ignore that fact as well. For Leylah to win this match, she's gonna have to keep these rallies short and sweet. She's gonna have to play keep away. She can't play tennis with Dasha because Dasha is gonna go to topspin. She's gonna make Leylah be patient in these rallies. She's gonna make her go to uncomfortable shots where she'll be on the defensive, and there's just no way Leylah's going to win a lot of these balls because Dash is not going to give you anything to work with. And that concerns me in this match here. It really does. However, ladies and gentlemen, I think another match that's coming up between Alycia Parks and Caroline Wozniacki, it's a very comparable matchup because you have someone like Woz, who's a great defensive player. She gets balls back. She's a great shot maker between the lines. Great all areas of the court and returning balls and scoring. And then you have someone like Alycia Parks who's going to come forward. She's going to blast you with an amazing serve, a very powerful forehand. This is a class of styles here, a class of styles. I'm concerned if Woz will be able to handle the serving speed and power of someone like Alycia Parks. At her age, that concerns me for her, and the fact that I don't think she's healthy. She just withdrew against Emma. And the reality here is Alycia Parks, if she plays how she played through qualifiers and winning Gaiba singles and doubles, I don't see anything Woz can do to beat Alycia Parks. And I think this is a good match for Alycia Parks. This is a good spot where she can add a veteran, a Hall of Famer to her resume as someone she's defeated. And if Alycia Parks comes out and plays with her passion, Alycia Parks, she can play angry. She can play frustrated. She can literally channel that energy, unlike a lot of players I've seen. If she comes out and plays her potential, I think Woz might even retire. For the match, that is, right? I think Woz is not going to be able to keep up with Parks. However, on the contrary, in contrast to what Parks wants to do, if Woz continues to get balls back, she could frustrate Alycia Parks, pin her deep in the corner where the forehand's netting. It's all possible. But if Parks plays explosive and fast, I think Woz is in trouble. We're going to take Alycia Parks to defeat Caroline Wozniacki. I told you Parks is going to at least make it to the round of 32. Woz is going down. Alycia Parks is going to win that match. And Leylah Fernandez, we're going to roll with long hair, don't care. Leylah Fernandez to defeat Dasha. However, I think Leylah's going to have to do it in 3 because I think Dasha's going to win the first set in this match. But that's the pick, guys. Leylah Fernandez to win. And we're going to take the over here. Over 8.5. Look, this is the type of matchup here where if Diana gets it, and it does concern me that she's so young with her knees wrapped. It's just every time I see Diana play, it scares me because, look, with your knee wrap like that, her movement is hindered. That tells me some things. It tells me she has inflammation. And personally, I mean, I'm going to be honest here. This is the part where I give you fair criticism. I think she does need to lose a little bit of weight because a lot of that inflammation, it can come from a lot of stress on the joints and the knees. And for her height, she's very short. I think she does need to lose a little bit of weight, at least maybe 10 pounds. I think it's going to help the pressure off of her knees. She's too young to be wearing her knees wrapped like that. But again, it's inflammation. It's some type of pain, discomfort, and I think she'll be a much better player too, much more fast and explosive. And I've said this a few years ago. This is not something I'm just saying now. But nonetheless, we'll take the over there, and we'll take. We're gonna go with Leylah to win. I think Leylah's. It's gonna be a tough first set though, and then we're gonna take Alycia Parks to take out Woz. I don't see Woz. She's gonna be in trouble. She's gonna be in trouble. Tennis in a minute. Get your popcorn, folks. We have Wimbledon coming up. I'm going to cover the entire draw. Again, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. What you do is your decision. That's totally up to you. But again, it's all about bringing you the tennis coverage, enjoying these matches, respecting these players because they're all amazing. But I do want to talk quickly about Coco. So Coco, we all know she's a number 2 seed now, so she can only meet Iga in these championship matches. So for Coco, it's important for her career that she at least stays in that number 2 spot, because we're going to see a lot more opportunities for her to win slams if she can remain at least number 2. She's building a lead against Sabalenka. I do think if they meet here at Wimbledon, there's a good chance, the winner there is going to win the championship. But Coco's my pick to win Wimbledon. I don't think Iga's going to win it. She hasn't even played a grass tournament. I mean, her draw, though, Ostapenko's in her draw. Elena Rybakina could meet her as well. So I think those are the 2 players right there that Iga can't beat on tour. And Iga's going to struggle. If she faces one of them, she's going to be eliminated. And I think she will end up facing one of them. So Iga's not going to win Wimbledon. I do think Coco will. Coco's been the most consistent if you go back the last 3 slams. 3 slams when it matters. Grand slams, right? Because you got players like Osaka. And look, if you never competed, you may not know how this feels. Some players only get up for the big tournaments. That's just how it is. You're traveling every week to a different region. Some people get bored with that, and again, you're a professional. You shouldn't have to, need motivation to play in these big tournaments and really get up to perform your craft, but it's how it is. I'm telling you, you have some of these players, they travel to these regions and it's a vacation. They're out in the first round and they're just enjoying life, especially if they have a significant other that travels with them. But listen, guys, I personally think this is going to be the best slam in a long time. I really do. A lot of the ladies are there early. They're excited. And Coco's been the most consistent. We go back to the last 3 slams. She's the only player in the top 10 to have made at least the semifinals in the last 3 Grand Slams. She's the only player on tour that has done that. Come on, guys. Put some respect on Coco's name. We all know she won the U.S. Open. She made the Australian Open at this past year where, look, 6-5, 30 love. Second set, 4-3, 30 love. She had the opportunity to win the Australian Open. This was her number 2. She definitely choked. And I feel that Coco, sometimes when she's up in these big matches, she needs to pour it on more. Kerosene, pour it on more. Sometimes she takes her foot off the gas pedal and it hurts her. She does that a lot. You can't go into managing the match when you're up. You have to play how the rhythm, you play how you got there, right? And we all know at the French Open, she made the semifinals as well. So she's very consistent. She's the most consistent when it comes to making slams overall out of the last 3. She's the most consistent when it comes to going deep into these slams, the last 3 slam tournaments. But nonetheless, guys, I think Caroline is in trouble. We're going to take Alycia Parks as the underdog to defeat her. Tennis in a Minute. Like the video, show some love. I'm going to give you the Wimbledon picks. I'll probably release those tomorrow. And just stay tuned. Like the video, hit the super thanks, and enjoy. We'll be back.